Hi guys! So, as many of you know, it was my birthday on February 15th. This is getting posted a little bit late, like end of February, because that's just how the planning worked out. And honestly, I didn't even get to celebrate my birthday until this past weekend, like the weekend of the 22nd, because I just been working so much. So, I had some plans with some friends and my mom on the first 2 days. On Saturday, I was spending the day with my boyfriend, and I literally only wanted to do two things. Actually, three things. Go to brunch, go to Barnes & Noble, and fucking go to Cheesecake Factory. Of course, we got all those things done not in the same day because there are some incidents with the Cheesecake Factory, but we're not going to talk about that. Of course, I wanted to vlog my book shopping experience. I had some gift cards, so I kind of went a little crazy. Especially because y'all know how fucking expensive Barnes & Noble is. Sir, they're really trying to get my money. But they didn't because I got fucking gift cards. They got other people's money, bitch. But, of course, I vlogged my book shopping experience. And, of course, I'm going to give you guys a little haul. Birthday Bash Book Haul Extravaganza. So, yeah. We're going to roll the clips of me with my shopping experience. And then, I honestly don't know how much I got. But, how many clips I got at Barnes & Noble. But, it's fine. And then we will get into the haul.
You can see me now.
We have two bags because I had gift cards, and then I paid a little more in this bag, and then I also convinced Eric to buy me a book. So, and of course I gave him the most expensive one. Shh. Let's talk about what I got. So excited. First, let's just start with this one. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I know you guys have seen this everywhere. It's all over TikTok. It's all over BookTube. This was on my 24 books I want to read in 2024. I don't want to read the summary because, like, I want to go into this, like, a little blind. But I know it's, like, Hunger Games-esque, super heavy romance. I heard the banter is fucking amazing. I heard the romance, honestly, is just not matched compared to any other romantasy series. The main reason why I got this one right now was because I know the second book comes out this year. I don't know exact month, but I know I'm going to want to read that one as soon as it comes out so I can be with the hype and everything. And so I know I'm going to buy that one when it comes out, and it's going to be in hardback. And if I wait too long to get this one, then it will be in paperback and I won't be able to find the hardback. And then they won't match on my bookshelf, and that's going to piss me the fuck off. So, Powerless by Lauren Roberts, Hunger Games romance. Hell yeah. Then I got The People in the Trees by Hanya. I don't even want to try and say the last name, but it's the same author as A Little Life, which, if you guys don't know, is my favorite book of all time. Yes, I know. I love trauma. I love heartbreak. I love crying. And so I think this is her debut novel. She has 3 novels out. She has this one, A Little Life, and then she has another one. I think it's called The Paradise. I saw both of them and I was about to get both. Then I was like, Gregor, you're already over budget. Just go with one. And so, yeah, I'm super excited because I love her writing. I think it's so beautiful. And this is about a doctor that goes to a remote island in the 50s. And he's in search of, like, a rumored lost tribe. And so he finds a strange group of people that appear to have attained a form of immortality. It preserves the body, but it doesn't preserve the mind. And so he uncovers the secret and he returns it to America, and he, like, gets super successful. But it says the discovery has come at a terrible cost, not only for the islanders, but for himself as well. It says The People in the Trees is an adventure story with a profound and tragic vision of what happens when cultures collide. So I think that sounds super interesting. If she writes my favorite book, I need to read some of her other books. Like, I feel like I'm kind of doing a disservice to myself if I don't. So yeah, The People in the Trees. Then I got Big Swiss by Jen Began. This one has gone, not viral, but I know it was like a super well reviewed book. This one follows a transcriber for a therapist who like specializes in like sex therapy, like a sex coach. And I think she becomes quickly obsessed with one of the patients that is like, she's hearing the story because she's like typing it. She becomes obsessed with one of the patients and it like follows that story. It says, Big Swiss is both a love story and a deft examination of infidelity, mental health, sexual stereotypes, and more. I think it's like a humor-ish book, but like with good topics in there as well, which I think is always a big slay. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. Okay, the rest of these books, honestly, you're gonna see a little theme. These are them, all 5 of them. So they're all really short because all of my fucking books on my shelf are fucking thick ass little bitches. They're like at least 500 to 800 pages, like a majority of them. And so I wanted to grab some short books because I realized with myself, because I've been reading long books back to back recently, I've realized that when it takes me a long time to finish a book is I start getting into a slump because I feel like I suck at life because it took me 2 weeks to finish an 800-page book. And so I wanted to grab some short books that are like 100-something pages, 200-something pages max. And that way I can just fucking like fly through them. And then I feel super accomplished that I'm like finishing books and I won't get into a slump. It's also just like, I feel like a good palate cleanser in between like a fucking chunky ass thing. I can just read a little skinny bitch. So yeah, these seemed interesting and I saw some good reviews on YouTube from Jack Edwards because I know he also reads a lot of short books. Which honestly, if a short book can fucking get me a good fucking story with some good topics, what's the point of reading a long book? I'm just kidding. I love me a chunky book. I love getting attached. So I'm just kidding with that. But yeah, we'll go through these now. First one I got was We the Animals by Justin Torres. This one was not a suggestion from a YouTuber or anything. I just found this one on the shelf and I thought it sounded interesting. It is a coming of age story with like 3 brothers that are super tight knit. It says, in this groundbreaking debut, Justin Torres plunges into the chaotic heart of one family, the intense bonds of 3 brothers, and the mythic effects of this fierce love on the people we must become. I love a coming of age story. I love like a family story. So I also realized with like a literary fiction, like short books, like they're fucking gonna cover some like deep topics but in like a super fun fictional way. And I think I love that. That's why I love literary fiction. So yeah, We the Animals, Justin Torres. The next one I got was Assembly by Natasha Brown. I've actually walked past this book multiple times in the fucking like $17. This short ass book that feels like kind of a ripoff. But I saw Jack Edwards review it. He said it was super amazing. And so I grabbed it. And it does sound interesting now that I read the back of it. And like, look, it's short and that big ass text. Yeah. Okay, but this is about... Honestly, I feel like this one might make more sense if I just read it to you. It says, the narrator of Assembly is a black British woman preparing to attend a lavish garden party at her boyfriend's family's estate, set deep in the English countryside. At the same time, she is considering the carefully assembled pieces of herself and standing at a momentous crossroads. As the minutes tick down and the future beckons, she can't escape the question, is it time to take it all apart? Assembly is a story about the stories we live within. those of race and class, safety and freedom, winners and losers. It is about one woman daring to take control of her own story, even at the cost of her life. That sounds so good. That sounds so good. I feel like I'll fly through this one. So yeah. Assembly! Next one I got was The Flowers of Buffoonery by Osamu Daze? I don't know. The Flowers of Buffoonery. This is about a guy who has a failed suicide attempt, and so he's in the hospital, and friends and family are visiting him, and him and his visitors like maintain a lighthearted thing, trying to make each other laugh about the situation. And it says that the author is known for delving into the darkest corners of human consciousness, and in this book, he pokes fun at those same emotions, the follies and hardships of youth, of love, and of self-hatred and depression. So I think this is gonna like hit the deep topics, but then like have like the dark humor like joke with them, which I really love because me and my friends, that's like we do. We're depressed, we're making a joke about it. Something bad happens, we're making a joke about it. That's like, you just gotta get through life by like poking at your emotions. And so hopefully this delivers with the punchlines. Next this is the one I got Eric to buy me. I know, the most expensive one being this fucking thin. But this is one I got Eric to buy me. It's called Paradise Rot by Jenny Haval. This is her debut novel as well. And it is about a girl who's going to college in a new country, and she has a roommate that has like no boundaries, and it becomes like a super strange home. It says, Jo's sensitivity and all her senses become increasingly heightened and fraught as the lines between bodies and plants, dreaming and wakefulness blur and mesh. This debut novel presents a heady and hypersensual portrayal of sexual awakening and queer desire. And so I think, like right at the back, but what is it called? The little blurb. I don't know this author, but I think his blurb kind of sold me, because it says, as intriguing and impressive a novelist as she is a musician, Haval is a master of quiet horror and wonder. I love something that will make me think. I love something that's kind of like weird. As long as this like hits the topics, but is also super weird and like unsettling, and makes me think about those deep topics, I think this might slay. So yeah, and she's a musician, I guess, so maybe I'll check her out. Jenny Haval. Anybody heard of Jenny Haval? I haven't. I'm going to listen to her music as well. Yeah, Paradise Rat. This cover is also weird, isn't it? But I kind of love it. And this last one I got, I was done with these 7. I was like, okay, that's all I need. And there was one other book called Almond that I really wanted. It says it was in stock at my Barnes & Noble on the app. And so I literally was looking at the shelves with the author's name for 20 fucking minutes. It's translated, so I looked in the translator's last name as well, just in case they had like misplaced it. Could not find it. So I go to the customer service desk, and I think it was the manager there too. And I was like, hey girl, like I need help finding this book. And she said, okay, it should be right over here. We go over there, she can't find it. She's like, maybe somebody placed it in the translator. If we look over there, it's not there. And I'm like, thank God I'm not fucking like going crazy. I wasn't staring at it for 20 minutes. And so she said that they had just done inventory like 2 weeks ago. So like she doesn't know, like we should definitely have it. And little did he know, she helped me for like another 20 minutes. We could not fucking find it. And so she was like, I can order it. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, I can just order it off Amazon at that point. But yeah, so I couldn't get that. But there was this other book that I saw Jack Edwards review. And it said, I looked it up online, and it said in the app that it was not there. And so after I had grabbed those 7, I was kind of just like wandering around. Eric was on his computer, like writing something up. I was just waiting for him to finish. And I was like, I'm just going to look a little bit more, even though I'm done. I go over there, and the book that they said was not in stock at the store was there. And my book that I really wanted, that they said was in stock, we couldn't find. So, I don't know. But that's a fun little story. This one is called Lie With Me by Philippe Benson. This is also translated from French. I think a couple of these are translated. Give me a sec. Yeah, so I got 3 translated, which is honestly super fun. Because it's always interesting to see like how other cultures write and stuff. Even though it's obviously translated into English, like you can still kind of tell the difference. Like when I read Before the Coffee Gets Cold, that one was translated from Japanese. You can still tell that it's written in a certain way because like obviously you write differently when you're writing in a different language, and like the stories that like the storytelling aspects for like different cultures is obviously very different. And so it's always really interesting to see that. But yeah, Lie With Me by Philippe Besson. It is translated from French. And honestly, I don't really remember what this was for. I just know it's highly rated and Jack Edwards. So let me read this real quick. I also think this is gay. I love me a gay. I love gays. Let's just read it together. Okay. Just outside a hotel in Bordeaux, Philippe, I don't know how to say that, changes upon a young man who bears a striking resemblance to his first love. What follows is a look back at the relationship he's never forgotten, a hidden affair with a boy named Thomas during their last year of high school. Thomas is the son of a farmer, Philippe the son of a school principal. At school, they don't acknowledge each other, but they steal time to meet in secret, carrying on a passionate, world-altering affair. Despite the intensity of their attraction from the beginning, Thomas knows how it will end. Because you will leave and we will stay, he says. Philippe becomes a writer and travels the world, though he never lets go of the relationship that shaped him and every story he's ever told. Blah, blah, blah. Besson's powerfully moving coming-of-age novel captures the eroticism and tenderness of first love and the heartbreaking passage of time. Oh, that's gonna eat. First love, gay, and like the hurt of it not working out and time passing and like having to look back at like the nostalgia of time. Because one thing that super interests me, I'm going on some tangents today, but like one thing that interests me is how humans are so nostalgic of the past. Like no matter what happens, if you're going through a tough time in the future and you look back, you can look back at another hard time and you can be like, oh my god, I wish I was there. Just because nostalgia is fucking crazy. I've had times like, I was in school most of the rest of my life, COVID was happening, 2 years have gone by, and I will like think, I'm like, damn, like I wish I was like back stuck in that dorm room during that fucking semester when I was fucking depressed as hell. And then I like think to myself, I'm like, why do you, no, you don't wish you were back there. Like, yeah, like stuff might be going on right now, but like that was the most depressed you've ever been. Like, stop being nostalgia of the past, live in the fucking present. Yeah. So I hope that that's something that it covers, like with the heartbreaking passage of time. I don't think that's actually what it's going to cover, but that's what I need to think of. So we will see. Lie With Me, Philippe Besson. Philippe, that's the name of the character. Is this about him? I don't know. Not sure. Well, sexy, pure, and radiant story out.com. Sexy. But yeah, so I'm super excited. That was everything I got for my huge birthday book bash haul bonanza extravaganza. Yeah, 8 books. I'm super excited to read these. There might be a vlog for a couple of them. I might just fly through and read some of these by myself, and maybe I'll do like a huge recap, like talking about them. Especially the short books. Like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna vlog me reading all those, but like maybe I'll just do like a recap of like books I bought recently and how I feel about them. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you tell me happy birthday, even though this is 2 weeks after my birthday. It'll hurt my feelings if you don't. So leave that in the comments. Let me know if you guys have read any of these and if you like them. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.